All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. So today I got a whole bunch of new exciting news, and it's going to be totally random, out of place, all scattered. So anyways, in no particular order, starting off the list today, I am once again working with one of my old coworkers. This was back in the non-union days. It was actually 4 years, 5 months, and 1 day since I saw him last. I haven't ever hung out with him outside of work or since I left my last or one of my non-union jobs 4 years, 5 months, and 1 day ago. So anyways, he took the same call that I did. We were talking on the phone last week or two, and he took the same call that I did. So we're working at the prefab shop together. So it was his first day today, and it was really great to see him again. So that was really cool to kind of connect with one of my old good friends from the non-union side. And next, working with the Greenlee 881 hydraulic bender. If you guys remember yesterday, I showed you guys at the end of the day yesterday, kind of getting familiar with and learning how to use the 881 bender. And today got to do that all day, and basically walked into work today, never had used one before, never touched one. I don't think I touched it yesterday. That sounds weird. Anyways, did not know anything really about the Greenlee 881 bender except the last hour of work yesterday, and today worked with it all day today, and I feel pretty confident now with it. I mean, there is a lot of stuff to know, mainly a lot of calculations. It is the same principle as hand bending. It is a little bit different though. There are some differences. Mainly, if you overbend something, especially with what we're bending with today, 3-inch, if you're doing 4-inch, 5-inch, if you overbend something, you pretty much have to start over because you can't really take out any bend in a giant pipe. So there was a lot of practice this morning. I'd probably say like 2.5 to nearly 3 hours of practice this morning before we actually started doing the actual pipe bends that we were supposed to be doing for work. We were using scrap little garbage pieces, and the reason why we were doing that was because, one, you have to learn the bender. We were doing 22.5 degree bends, and there is you have to like over bend it and then it springs back, so you have to figure out how much past 22.5 degrees you have to go, and our number was usually around 23.6 degrees, 26.8 degrees, 23.6 degrees to 23.8 degrees, and sometimes up to 24 degrees. So there is like a 1.4 degree that you have to overbend it, and then when you release it, it springs back, and then you get your 22.5. So each pipe is different. Sometimes it's really weird. You might do the 23.6 on one pipe, and you might do the 23.6 on the next pipe, and it might not be enough. It might be too much. So it's really just annoying. The inconsistencies of the machine and of the pipes is just, you can't like take a little bit out in a few seconds. You just have to start all over, and it's really annoying. But anyways, got to, like I said, do a lot of that today, and like I said, the first 3 hours were pretty much like practice. Didn't really get anything done, and then I guess you could say we practiced and then threw away all the pipes that didn't work out. Well, actually we reuse them because we're doing 20-foot sticks of EMT. It's ridiculous. But anyways, these pipe runs are like 13 feet long. So basically we only wasted like 5 foot, and then we cut it off and then reused the last 15 feet for the 13 feet that we needed. So anyways, got that all not done, but we got mostly all that done. So that was some good practice. I'm feeling good about that. That was fun and nice to learn something new again today. And like I said, why it's hard is because of all the calculations you have to figure out. You know, like tomorrow we're going to be doing 11 and a quarter, I think. No, 11 and an eighth, or something like that. Anyways, half of 22 degrees. I can't think right now. We're doing some 11 degree bends tomorrow. Like I said, there's no going back, and 20-foot sticks are just heavy. They're inconvenient, and you have to transfer them to the other side of the building to cut them, and then bring them back, all that good stuff. So anyways, I'm not trying to complain, I'm just telling you guys like it is. So mainly the hardest part would be the calculations, trying to get your numbers right, marking your pipe in the right spot, getting the distance between. That's going to be your main important part, the rise of the bend. And then, like I said, going over to the other side of the building using a grizzly bandsaw. So basically it's like a giant bandsaw. It's sitting on the ground. I'll show you guys a picture. Basically it's sitting on the ground. You lift it up. You push a whole bunch of different buttons to make it work. Has water flowing through it to cut the pipe. And then, I don't know why it uses water, but anyways, uses water, and then yeah, it cuts the pipe really slow all by itself, and it stops cutting when it is finished automatically, which is cool. And then once we kind of got the hang of that, switched over to the chop saw. I think the boss wanted us to switch over to that. So it's not your typical like grinder blade. This is a carbide blade. It looks like wood, and it cuts really smooth like butter, like really fast. I didn't use it. I mean, I was helping my coworker use it, but it cuts really fast and there's barely any sparks, and it looks like a normal wood blade, except it cuts right through this EMT like nothing. And before I forget, like I said, I don't think I've ever worked with a female electrician before in my whole career, but there are at least two female electricians in the shop that I'm working with. Been working with my coworker, working on this pipe, is a female journeyman, and then there's another female. I don't know if she's a journeyman. I would assume she is. And then there's also like a female material handler. So there's 3 females inside of our shop, which is more than I've ever seen at an electrical job site, or over my entire electrical career, especially at one job site. So anyways, that's really cool to see some females at work working. Good to see some diversity. And moving on, there is some good news. My boss said that we can come in early to practice, or either stay late to practice or work out. The shop has like a lifting gym or something like that. So that is good news, because on any given day I can say, hey, I want to stay late, and I can take my little tripod wherever it's at, and I can shoot some live videos for you guys, do some walkthroughs and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes there's a person or two that may stay after, but for the most part I could shoot some silent videos, do some voiceovers, or if no one's there, if I'm the last one, I can just talk as loud as I want, give you guys some demonstrations, do some pipe bending on the hydraulic bender. Once I feel like I'm pretty confident in that, but obviously it's only my first day. But once I get some more experience on that, I can do some 881 hydraulic bending video tutorials, show you guys the chop saw, how to use the grizzly saw, anything you guys can think of, let me know. But I'll try to give you guys some actual videos at work. I know you guys probably don't want to see me talking here for a long period of time with pictures and stuff like that, but I really appreciate you guys listening to me and hearing me out for what I've been doing at work, and just updating you guys on the work life and life in general. And like I said, there is free scrap pipe to use. There is a bin, a trash bin full of like 6 to 8 foot chunks of 3-inch EMT. Basically all the pipe that we cut off of our pipes today, we're basically just throwing away. So I can take some of those pieces. I think they probably already threw those away. But I can take whatever scraps are left and use those to practice on, so that's really cool. And yeah, like I said, can make some videos after work, so stay tuned. I'll try to get you guys maybe a video tomorrow after work, but I'll just have to find my little tripod so I can set it down on the table or whatnot. It just depends on the situation, maybe a time lapse, who knows. But anyways, try to get some stuff for you guys after work one of these days. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. I always feel like I missed something, and I feel like I pretty much did. So I think that's going to wrap it up. I'll have to write down whatever else that I forgot for another video on another day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. That's all our time for today. See you guys back in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It would help out the channel. It would help me out, and I'd love to see you guys back in the next video. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your day, and hit the notification bell if you want to be only notified when I upload or do live streams. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.